There was a point when it came to manifesting where I felt like I was doing everything right. Affirmations, visualization, but it wasn't until I actually switched my energy that everything changed. The truth is, you can be doing everything correct, but if your energy is saying, I don't have this yet, then that's all you are going to get. In this video, we're going to go over everything that has to do with attraction so that you can completely and totally up your manifestation game and actually make it work for you. We're going to go through energy, what energy actually is, how to actually get on the proper frequency, and blocks that are hindering you from actually attracting exactly what you want. And stay tuned until the end because I'm going to be talking about how to actually shift your energy. Not just what you have to do, but how to actually shift it. Welcome to She Who Attracts, where we tap into feminine power, siren energy, and the art of magnetism. My name's Lindsay, and each week I bring tools and practices to help you step into your feminine power, unlock your siren energy, and become the woman you have always wanted to be. So if that's something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button and stick around. And for those of you ready to go deeper, I actually offer private one-on-one coaching as well. So the link is in the description below if you want to check that out and it resonates with you. So if you're ready, let's dive into the hidden truth about attraction. So when it comes to attraction, we've been taught to attract through effort. Through chasing, working harder, burning out, all of those things. But the truth is, it's actually not an effort game, it's an energy game. So once you get the energy right, you can literally attract anything you want. So for an example of energy, I want you to think about two women. One woman walks in a room and she is looking around all the time. So she's really trying to impress everybody. She's checking to see if people notice her. She's looking anxious and she's making a huge effort, right? So that's woman number one. Woman number two, she knows she's magnetic. She's radiating a calm, quiet confidence. And she's really not putting a lot of effort into it because that is automatically her energy. So when I describe these two women, I want to ask you, which one do you think is attracting more attention? It's obviously the one that's not trying, right? So it's the second woman because she has her energy locked in. The first one does not. Her energy is chaotic. It's all over the place. She's anxious. She's unsure of who she is. She's unsure if her energy is actually working, right? She's anxious and all over the place. But the second one is so sure of her energy. She is literally radiating that. She is literally on the frequency of confidence, magnetism, attraction, right? That's energy. One is broadcasting neediness, the other is broadcasting certainty. So let's get into what is actually energy and what energy you want to actually tune to. So your energy is the baseline frequency that you live in most of the time. It's a mix of how you think, how you feel, and what you are expecting. So let's break that down. Your thoughts are a signal. It's the broadcast of what you are sending out into the universe. Your emotions are the charge. They power that signal, that broadcast that's being put out. And then your belief systems are the filter. So they decide what gets through. This means that if you are thinking, I want love, but you feel deep down that you are unworthy, you are sending out the message of I want what I do not have. So the universe does not hear the words, it feels the frequency, the energy of lack. And that's what you will continue to attract to you, is the energy that you are emanating. So I want you to think of your energy as a radio station. You can't tune into the love frequency if you were on the fear FM, right? You can only do one at a time. So when you think about this, when you think about what my frequency is set at. What radio station am I playing out? Am I broadcasting to the world? Is my radio station love? Is my radio station lack? Is my radio station fear? Is my radio station anxiety, right? Or am I magnetic? Am I confident? Am I on the I get everything I want radio station, right? So we've gone over what energy actually is. Now, how does it actually create your reality? How does this reflect back to your reality? Well, your reality is like a mirror for you. It reflects your state, not your wishes. So I want you to think about if you are frowning and you are looking in the mirror, it's going to show you frowning, right? And if you're waiting all the time for the mirror to start smiling first, you're going to be waiting forever. But the minute you actually smile, the reflection changes instantly. So I want you to think about your reality as a mirror, as a reflection. It can show you all kinds of beautiful things, and it will definitely show you where your energy is. If you are constantly getting feedback or reflections of lack, of struggle, of no love whatsoever, right? You're constantly trying to manifest love and you keep getting red flag after red flag. Or you're trying to manifest a new job and you just can't find any, right? There's so many different things that can be reflected back to you. This is huge to take a look at, to see, oh my goodness, I can tell from my reflection here, from my reality, that my frequency, my energy is on a specific wavelength, right? It's on a specific radio station that I don't want to be on. So we need to switch it to gratefulness versus lack, right? To confidence versus anxious about the job, right? So if you keep waiting for the proof that you were chosen, loved, confident, magnetic, you're going to be waiting in that loop forever until you become love. You know for a fact that you're worthy of being chosen. You know for a fact that you're worthy of love, and you embody confidence and magnetism, then your reflection will change and show you exactly what you want to see. Life mirrors your energy, not your effort. So now that you know how you can check your energy, let's talk about the 3 main energies that are blocking attraction. So number 1 is chasing. It's overdoing, overworking, and constantly trying to control the situation or control the outcome. So a couple examples of this would be constantly checking to see if he texted you back, or overanalyzing yourself in the mirror all the time, or overworking yourself in order to see specific results. You're in that sort of hustle energy to force the results that you really want, right? So the shift in this is to shift from control to trust. Oh my goodness. Having trust is so important. When it comes to manifestation, when it comes to attracting, trust is the number 1. When we are in control, we are holding things tightly, and tight energy does not manifest good things for us. It does not bring the things that we want. When we are open, when we are surrendering, when we trust, that's when everything flows to us, right? Because we are in such alignment within ourselves, trusting that we deserve the very best. And number 2, I mentioned earlier, which is lack energy. So this is where you are focused on what's missing versus what's actually working, which can be very hard. If you are in the manifesting energy where you're trying to completely and totally change your life, it can be hard when you keep getting hit in the face with a reality that you really don't want. It can be hard not to focus on everything that's not working, right? But if you can find 1 or 2 incredible things that are happening for you, and you can be grateful for these little moments that you are having in the chaos that you are trying to change, this is where everything changes. Because the more you focus on being grateful for what you want, the more your energy aligns with gratitude, which brings more things to be grateful for. So a good example of this that I see so many women do is when they look at themselves in the mirror, they're constantly focusing on their flaws. They're constantly focusing on what they need to change. And that brings more insecurity. That only overflows into more flaws to look at, right? And so the best thing you can do, if that is what you struggle with, is notice one thing you love about yourself. I want you to definitely do that if that's what you struggle with, because the more you can have compassion and love for yourself, especially in the mirror, the more love and compassion will grow. And I promise you, you will see yourself completely different. So notice when you're in the lack and try every single day to be in the gratitude and the love and the compassion frequency when you're trying to change. So that leads to number 3, which is tight energy. So you're holding tension emotionally or physically. So a couple of examples of this would be you want love, but your heart is super guarded. Or you're trying to attract success, but you're in a constant state of stress, right? So the shift in this is to soften into your emotions and soften into your flow. So you attract through flow and through openness, not armor. So I want you to really look at where in your life you have armor or guards up, and that will tell you why your manifestation has not come yet, or what you're trying to attract is not here, because you have these walls up or these guards up or this armor on you. So tightness, tension, we really want to breathe into that. We want to be open, we want to be flowy, because that is what will attract exactly what we want. So now let's actually shift it. So here are 3 daily shifts that you can start doing today. You can do 1, you can do 3, whatever works best for you, but this will actually help you to shift into the proper frequency so that you can see that in your reflection, in your reality. So number 1 would be the morning calibration. So before you pick up your phone, before you do anything, I want you to shift your frequency to her, the woman you are trying to become. If you were looking for success, if you were looking for love, whatever it is, I want you to shift into that woman who has her desires already. So what does she feel? What does she do? How does she breathe, right? I want you to get really detailed in that before you do anything else. And I want you to start your day off in this energy. And number 2 would be an emotional awareness check-in. So when you are trying to create, when you're trying to attract something new, I want you to notice when you are getting triggered and not react. I want you to regulate instead of reacting, right? Because there is so much power in calm over chaos. You actually reclaim your power and you reclaim your energy when you are calm in ways that used to trigger you, because you were going into a different energy, right? You were going into new. And this new version of you doesn't have these triggers around her, right? Because she has already created her new reality. So when these triggers come up, she is so calm because she knows that things are changing. She knows that she is magnetic, even now, even in this chaos, right? She is magnetic, but she knows that she is staying in her magnetism when she is calm in the chaos, right? So take back your power whenever you can. Notice when you are triggered and stay calm. And then number 3 would be the evening energetic reset. So attraction begins with intention. So I want you to light a candle, grab your journal, do some stretching, and I want you to say, what energy do I want to embody tomorrow? So you can take a look at your day, how you maybe slipped back into energy that you didn't want to be in, or what changes you want to see. And I want you to write the intention of being different tomorrow, in a different energy tomorrow, and see how that works for you, because I promise you, setting intentions are so powerful and they create huge change. So remember, you do not create your reality by force. You create it by frequency. So remind yourself of that every single day when you are working on attracting something new. Where is my frequency? What am I broadcasting out? And what am I getting back? So if this message awakens something in you, stick with me, because we're not just talking about manifestation. We are becoming women who embody it completely and fully. So hit that subscribe button, stick around. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you are looking for more information on belief systems and how you can use your beliefs, what filters out your broadcast, what you actually see in your broadcast, then check out my video on the power of your subconscious mind. That goes into your beliefs, how they also create your reality, and how you can switch your beliefs to create exactly what you want. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day.